అకేషన్ ఏదైనా లొకేషన్ ఎక్కడైనా తెలుగువారి వేడుక అంటే ఆలివ్ మిఠాయి ఉండాల్సిందే.
So, how many ministers of foreign countries are participating in this survey? If you can name a few of them. The second question is, can you understand that India and China having a law? So, you invited Chinese firms to take part in this summit, and are you ready to take receive investments, take investment from Chinese firms, especially in sectors like electronics, IT?
So, honestly, the first question, I don't have the information readily available with me. I'll share it with you once the press PC is done. The second part, we are open to taking investment from all the major players in the world and all the major countries that are looking at investing in India. So again, I'm not one country specific focused as a state. I'm sector focused. So electronics, if Chinese companies want to invest in the electronics sector, for me that's a game. But there are a lot of other countries also who have a certain role to play in the electronics sector who are already investing, which is an example of it is South Korea. So we have LG, which is setting up a massive plant in Andhra Pradesh. So like that, we are attracting investments from across, but we are very sector specific. And if companies want to invest in Andhra, we are willing to take. We are willing to ensure that they have a soft land. First question, I'll get the information. It's changing.
What delegation more than 50 countries?
No, ministers, they're trade ministers. So
This is almost 30 countries.
I know, but I don't want to get the number wrong because again he'll ask me tomorrow. So let me get the right number. I don't have it readily available, but I know that Singapore has 2 ministers coming in. I know various other countries have ministerial delegations. UAE has, they're coming. The large contingents coming. Let me give the numbers as I get them, please. Thank you.
So there is of course, a continuing issue in India with regard to land acquisition. Every company says that in Thailand you can get land within a week. In India it takes years. That debtors investments to a great extent. How are you trying to overcome that? I believe that Andhra Pradesh has tried to create a large land parcel.
Yep.
How are you trying to expedite the process of land acquisition?
You said Vietnam, right? Is the country that you said.
I was Thailand.
Sorry, Thailand. Right? Thailand is the country where you can get it within a week.
Yeah.
Come to Andhra Pradesh, we'll give it to you in 6 days. That is the speed at which we're working. So, see, what's important is to ensure that people are also part of progress. People are also part of the partnership. So, we have created a very proactive policy in that sense. So, if you look at it, even farmers who together can come together and create their own industrial park. So, there are very few states that have done created such kind of policies. Amaravati is a great example of land pooling. Because last 5 years again has been a distortion, bad dream for Andhra Pradesh. But beyond that, if you look at it, we already have large land banks in place. All the MSME parks already land bank is there. Focused on execution. So if you look at ArcelorMittal, it's a sizable project. It's about close to 2,500 acres. We've had no issue, environmental clearing over here. The whole process is now complete. So we go. I mean, it's equally. If you want to bring a massive investment or a medium investment, all of us have a role to play. So industry partners have to go work with the locals. Politically, we'll have to work with the locals. Create a sense of unity. But, there will be cases where we might not succeed always. So be it. But, there's no perfect solution.
I'm looking for INS. So what policy reforms or incentives have been or will be introduced to make Visakhapatnam attractive to local players? And second is how are you going to ensure that local skill sets are developed so that the jobs remain in the state?
Good question. Policies are meant for Andhra Pradesh and not Visakhapatnam. We already have policy frameworks in place. We share with you all the policies that we have, where incentives and all are clearly laid out. So we already have a robust policy. Again, with the changing environment and newer opportunities coming in, like quantum, we had to come with a policy around quantum, which we did in the last cabinet, and the GO will be issued I just cleared it while coming here. So the GA will get cleared and the policy will be out. So again, policies are already there and newer policies will come. And you asked a very good question on skill set. Mr. Naidu, during his campaign, has clearly stated that India needs skill census. So once Mr. Naidu makes a commitment to India, then it is then our job to go about executing it. So we've tried, and skill census is not easy because these are trades across sectors. You have a plumber, you have an air conditioning mechanic, you have a carpenter, and so on and so forth, automotive mechanic, or an AI engineer. Now, how do you assess their skills? So, we tried a sort of a skill census in the traditional census way, and I failed. It's in my own constituency. I tried it, and we failed, miserably failed. So now, what we've done, and this will, I think this could be a model that will work. We're using AI, and we're assessing skills. So, if you are a carpenter, for example, so we're creating a conversational AI piece where it will ask you questions on certain technical topics of carpentry or AC mechanic, and it will assess you based on that. So we've just done it. I think we are about a month old into it. We are fine tuning it, and this is going to be part of a larger initiative called Naipunyan. And Naipunyan is a portal we're launching, where we are of course aggregating supply and demand. So demand in Andhra Pradesh, supply in Andhra Pradesh, trying to match them. But parallelly, we are doing this assessment also, so that youngsters will also of course get trained in interview, and they can hone their skills before they go to an interview, and so on and so forth. But it will also enable us as a state to exactly understand where are our citizens falling behind, exactly which part. Then skill intervention, both online and offline, can be given at a very razor sharp level. So that's the unique initiative that we are doing. So, thank you. Okay, so we have, this is quite a big number, but we have 464 overseas delegates, we have 58 diplomats, 13 ambassadors / high commissions, 4 deputy heads of mission,
62 countries.
5 consular generals, 62 countries that are represented is what we currently have. And various countries are bringing in the delegation. Exact ministerial delegation, I'll send the details. That's not here, but I'll send the details to you. Yeah, thank you.
So, I have a question regarding the last government. Do you have a message for them? Because when Andhra Pradesh got Google, there was a certain statement starting to be made.
Well, I think it's good that states are competing. As I said, when states compete, India wins. Competition is very good. If you look at it erstwhile, if I may, Naidu 1.0, in 94-95, during that, what I call the golden era for combined Andhra Pradesh, it was Mr. Naidu and S.M. Krishna ji who were competing for investments, to get foreign dignitaries to come and visit. There's a whole fight between S.M. Krishna ji and Naidu ji when Mr. Clinton visited India, which state you'd host, and then of course he came to Hyderabad. So that's good. That's how I believe that both cities did exceptionally well, and I think states will do exceptionally well. So competition is good, and we invite competition. It gets the best out of us. Thank you.
Yeah, in the from out of the 120 billion in global investment commitment that is made, how much is expected from the overseas and which are the sectors?
Give me time till 14th and 15th. I'll officially tell you. This is only a curtain raiser. You're asking for all the information. All the details are there. 14th, 15th will officially announce it. Right? So energy bhi hoga, manufacturing bhi hai. Both domestic and foreign investments are also there.
Will be new, not the already.
No. No, wo ho gaya. We are busy now laying foundations here. For the 120 billion that have committed from 1st of this month till now, almost 3 months our calendar is tight. So we are busy laying foundation, including ArcelorMittal, Google, various other developers coming in, building grade office space, solar cell manufacturing. So, this is in addition to that. Yeah.
Ultimately, right from Middle East West. One more question is, the last 3 months, what is the quantum of investments that have been able to actualize on ground in Andhra Pradesh? And if you can tell us, the sectors which have attracted, the maximum investments, just 2-3 sectors at the top.
In terms of sectors, maximum dollar investment would of course be energy. Renewable energy is one sector that we've attracted substantive investment. Second, of course, would be steel, thanks to ArcelorMittal. And in the recent cabinet also we cleared one more, which is coming to Vijayanagaram, which is one of the backward districts of Andhra Pradesh, North Andhra, but backward district. So we've attracted one more. I thought we had only one steel city, then of course second one came thanks to ArcelorMittal. Now third one is coming up. So that's another investment that we've attracted. So steel is one big sector, and of course IT. Thanks to now the entire data center ecosystem that we've built. In terms of the 120 billion exact details, let me come back and share that with you. But with all fairness, I would say greater part of it is actually getting grounded as we speak. Because please understand that I think we've just signed Google or announced Google, I think about 45 days back, and we are laying foundation. So,
what are the jobs actually created in last 60 months? Actual number of jobs created in last 60 months?
About close to 2 lakh jobs directly we created. Yes, sir.
Sir, Ashish, to this investments like Google or ArcelorMittal also create a lot of step-down industries.
Exactly.
For example, Google investment will create industries which looks after a lot of telecom industries that try to get there. So how prepared are you to also offer them incentives on par with other states or let's say even other countries?
Other states, absolutely. Other countries, case by case, will have to evaluate. But you are absolutely right. The kind of multiplier effect it has is substantive. And that is why we are giving something called an early bird incentive. So companies that have chosen in certain sectors, Andhra Pradesh, now, the first 10 companies will have a better incentive package because we believe that they are the catalyst that will build the entire ecosystem. So, again, as you rightly said, a data center has a potential to create a 25x multiplier impact. So after we signed Google, we flew back with the Honorable CM and we were there with him. The entire discussion was what are the next steps to get the 25x multiplier? In terms of fintech, various other sectors, including manufacturing. Because these servers have to be upgraded every periodic time. So how do you get that manufacturing ecosystem again into Andhra Pradesh? So this is something that we threadbare discussed. Now, are we there? Are we ready? Absolutely, we are ready to attract investments. Is the infrastructure built? It is getting built out. So I'll give you an example. Now, our entire ambition is to build a 6 gigawatt of data center capacity. That is my policy stand. And once Mr. Naidu gives a policy stand at 6 gigawatt, you have to do, we will do it. We will not, all of us sitting on this side of the table will not even sleep till it's done. That's great, 6 gigawatt is great. Now I have to get 6 gigawatt of renewable energy. And I need a base load, which could be different fossil fuels. So I have to work on solar, wind, pump storage projects. I have to make sure that they commission in time with, the data centers coming on stream. And then I have to ensure the base load, which is fossil fuel, certain type of maybe a bit of thermal or gas, whatever it is. The base load has to also be in place. So we are working. That is why there's a group of ministers that is created by the Honorable CM to ensure that this coordination among ourselves and ensure that we are able to, in toto, execute these projects. Because again, we don't want that our company aa gaya, but there's no road. Our data center is built, bijli nahi hai. We don't want to be in that situation. Absolutely. We'll only make India proud. No, thank you.
Sir, you said that India, many states have double engine sarkar, but only Andhra Pradesh have double engine speed bullet train sarkar.
Yes.
even CM Naidu, Honorable CM Naidu, in his previous public meeting, he said that many investors are ready to invest in Andhra Pradesh, but they are worried about the regime change happen. Who will give the security for the investments? To what you have also just now mentioned in many of your saying that the previous 5 years were absolutely went wrong for Andhra Pradesh. Are any other investors asked you on case that yes, what would be the if previous regime comes into power?
First 6 months I had those questions. After that, everyone forgot. Everyone's moved on. Everyone understands that whatever India government does stands the test of time and politics. So if you look at it, yes, there was some damage, but because of the strong policies and the framework that the government followed in each of this, while giving a project or executing a project, has ensured that the project has continued. So if you look at it, PPAs were unilaterally cancelled. The court again struck it down. Because whatever process was followed was ironclad. Amaravati, they tried shifting the capital. The court said no way. Why? Because there is a strong agreement between the farmers and the government to ensure that the capital will remain where it is. And the capital is not just about administrative buildings, it is about the High Court and various other institutions that make up a truly vibrant capital. So whatever we do, whatever policies we do, yes, we are in a hurry, we are delivering on speed, but we are not breaking the law. Due process is being followed on every decision that we take. Every proposal, due process is followed. Only after that we do. So yes, we will have SAPC one day, SAPB next day, Cabinet third day. 3 days we are clearing proposals, but we'll ensure all 3 meetings happen. All the viewpoints in those meetings are considered when it comes to the Cabinet. So due process is being followed. Thank you.
Yeah, I think with this, we are completely running out of time, and the Minister has very important engagements. So thank you very much for joining this very interactive and engaging session, and thank you, Honorable Minister, for sharing his vision and perspective and the policy direction ahead. And I would request you all, invite you all once again to come and witness, see for yourself. I think a lot of the questions will be answered there itself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.